Okay, let's talk about gimbals again. It's another video that I've done about gimbals, and this is my third and final head-to-head. We had a new contender come into the fight, and the two that we're talking about is the Insta360 Flow and the Hohem iSteady MT2, or the MT2 I'm going to call it, and the Flow. These two. Now, it's not really head-to-head because I've already made the decision. This is new in our life, and I'm still getting used to it. But it does some very cool things that I really, really like, and I'm going to be utilizing a lot. This thing's been in my life since it launched, so it's going to be months at least that this is being used. I've used it in so many different times, places within what we put together, different videos, and it's worked very well. You can see how small it is. You can see how compact it is. Obviously, it is just a phone gimbal. That's one caveat right there. This only handles phone. You could probably put a GoPro in here. I have before. Not to actually test it out, but of course it'll handle it. It's just, held in by that, which I guess your phone is as well. So there you go. It can work with a GoPro exclusive. My point is I've used the Flow for a lot and I've enjoyed it. And I'm going to continue to use it, and I'm going to continue to enjoy it. I'm going to continue to explore the things you can do with the Insta360 Flow. I think for what they put together with that gimbal, I believe their first attempt at creating a gimbal, they did it. They thought about it. They put together a really good product. They implemented some very good technology in there, mainly the AI tracking. It's just good. It's best I've used so far. I'm hoping to find better, but the AI tracking is just really, really good. Yes, the fact that it has tripod in its base. I don't use this. It's a little bit too flimsy for my liking, though. Congratulations, Insta360, thinking outside the box. A lot of people, this still has a 1/4-20 thread in the bottom, which in its main iteration for me was used like this. So this was in the bottom with this tripod that I've reviewed and put on a lot of different videos, but I had it in this setup. And if I'm using it, it is very steady here. I've done time lapses with this and the Flow. It's been utilized in so many different cases like this. I've used it for a lot. This is going to live in my life the same spot it has before I got the Hohem MT2. This is staying in here. We're going to utilize it. I like what Insta360 did with that. I like what Insta360 done with a lot of their products. Recently, I tried out the Go 3. They are innovating. I like innovation. Innovation is good. So over to this thing. Over to the big guy right here. The great thing about this is it can handle a mirrorless camera. I have a Sony ZV-E10. This can go in here. I have a GoPro. You've seen it. That goes on here. I have a phone. Most people do. That goes in here. And it will also handle a bigger camera and a bigger lens than what I have. So basically it's a 4-in-1 gimbal. It does have AI tracking, which is what this little guy does over here. It's a camera that can be turned on. You gesture to it and it will track a subject based on what it's seeing. It has the 1/4-20 on the bottom, so it comes with this. I love these things. They're so utilitarian. It's a handle, it's an extra handle. This came with a lot. It came with different brackets, different mounting options, and it handles a lot. The things it can do are great. This serves a purpose that I haven't had up until this point, which was using my mirrorless camera, my Sony ZV-E10, in an everyday setting other than mounting it to a tripod and shooting myself in this scenario in a studio type setting. I haven't been able to use that camera, or the attempts I've had to use my Sony in, say, family everyday life. I got a top handle and I got a side grip to use it handheld style, and the stabilization just isn't fantastic enough, in my opinion, to be able to use it in that capacity. I tried to film my family and like, look, we've got this mirrorless camera, let's utilize it for everyday stuff and capture some great cool moments. And then I reviewed the footage back, and it's a little bit too shaky. And that was when I just had the camera by itself. Now that I've got a cage on there and a top handle and a side handle, it's probably going to handle a little bit better, but nowhere near as steady as you're going to get with a heavy duty gimbal like this. Between the two, I've mentioned it already, I'm keeping them both. They serve two different purposes, but I've been utilizing this for the past week or so with my mirrorless camera and just getting some really cool things. Nothing specific yet. I haven't taken it to my gym yet. I haven't taken it really on an outdoor adventure in any way. The weight difference between, say, the Flow with my phone and this, even with the tripod, the bigger tripod on the bottom, the weight difference is quite a lot because my camera is not my phone, right? It's heavier. That's one thing to consider. You're going to get a lot more weight out of this, but I'm so excited to get my Sony out in the field on this and just see what we can do. Just see the smooth footage we can get, the high quality, sharp, beautiful footage with a mirrorless camera that I just up until this point haven't been able to do so. So there's my breakdown between these two gimbals. The other two videos were two head-to-heads. This is more of I have two, this is the difference, and this is how I'm going to be using them because, again, I'm going to be keeping them both. But hope that helped, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.